What's up everyone, Rush Duels just got here with the biggest Meteor info of cards that we have seen in a long time. 10 brand new cards, all for one of my favorite monsters, RedEyes Black Dragon. That monster finally has a deck. You're gonna say, wait a minute, that card has always been out. Yes, it's always been out since the first ever promo pack. It wasn't a deck, it was a monster. It had maybe some support here and there, never a deck. Right now it is a deck. We're gonna go straight into it. First card we have here is RedEyes Moon Dragon, level 4 Dark Dragon effect monster with 1200 attack and defense. It has an effect that this card's name in the hand is RedEyes Black Dragon. The requirement for the effect is none, and if this card is used for material for a fusion summon, its name is RedEyes Black Dragon. So if you have it on the field, it counts as RedEyes. If you have it in the hand, it counts as RedEyes. You might think, it's not going to be pretty important. Yes, it's going to be very important because it's going to be a card later on that's going to pretty much care that this card is RedEyes in the hand. Also, we have to go over the fact that it has 1200 attack and 1200 defense. 1200 defense is very important because we saw a promo card, Dracorn, which happens to bring back Dark Dragon or Fiend monsters with specifically 1200 defense points back from the graveyard to the hand. And now you can target this monster and Summon Skull. That's pretty interesting. We got a monster that counts as RedEyes Black Dragon and a card that works specifically with this card and Summon Skull. I wonder if we're going to be seeing Black Skull Dragon in the future. Next card we have is Alligator's Black Knight. This is awesome. Alligator Sword as a retrain to support RedEyes support, just like in the RedEyes cards in the TCG and OCG. So let's see what this card does. It's level 4 Dark Beast effect monster, 1200 attack and defense. A requirement, this card effect can only be used if you have Alligator Sword or a Dark Dragon 1200 defense in your graveyard. So again, that will work with Summon Skull or our RedEyes Moon Dragon. Of course, it is going to work with Alligator Sword, which is a 1500 beta, which you might want to just add anyway just to fill out the deck. I'm not sure what the full deck list would be, but you could probably find a way to fit that in there. But its effect is choose one face of level 8 or lower monster your opponent controls and change the face on defense position. That makes getting over things a lot easier, and it's going to play into another card later on. Next, we have Rocket Satellite Medic. This is really cool. I love Rocket Warrior, one of my favorite cards from Joey, so it's pretty cool to see a retrain of this, and it's actually going to be able to help the RedEyes support. So it's a light level 4 warrior effect monster with 1300 attack and defense, and its effect can be used by placing one card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. You choose one Meteor Dragon or one Meteor Flare Fusion from your graveyard and add it to your hand. So Meteor Flare Fusion, we haven't gone over yet, but that's going to be one of the most important cards in the whole entire RedEyes deck, actually. So is Meteor Dragon. If you have your Meteor Dragons from, goodness, which set was it? I think it was the Overrush set where we got Meteor Dragon. If you got your Meteor Dragons from there, hold on to them because they're going to be very useful. Next, we have Meteor Drake. It's a level 5 dragon effect monster with 1800 attack and 1000 defense. And if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's pretty nice. Its effect requirement is none, and its effect is excavate the top 4 cards of your deck, and you can reveal them. Choose one Meteor Dragon or Meteor Flare Fusion among them, add it to your hand, place the remaining cards in the bottom of your deck in any order. So again, it's just like the Rocket Warrior, but instead of a slightly bigger monster, and you don't have to discard a card from your hand. At the same time, it is a tribute monster, but if you control no monsters, it's not going to be any tribute, so it doesn't really matter too much. Next, we're getting into the fusions, and that is Meteor Swarm Dragon, and just like its name implies, it's going to help you do some swarming. So it's a level 8 Fire Dragon fusion effect monster, 2600 attack and 2000 defense. Its materials are Meteor Dragon plus Meteor Drake. So its effect requirements is nothing at all, but it has an effect that once per turn, you're going to be able to choose an Earth Dragon monster with 800 attack in your graveyard, special summon in face of defense position. Basically, it should just say summon Meteor Dragon. That's the only card you're going to be summoning with this card anyway. So again, like I said, like the name implies, it's going to be able to swarm the field. You summon this card, you get back one of your materials straight to the field, and of course Meteor Dragon, and of course it's going to be used for the fusion of Meteor Black Dragon and our biggest monster, but that's going to be coming soon. But next we have Meteor Black Drake. It's a level 8 Fire Dragon fusion effect monster, 3100 attack, 2000 defense. Its materials is RedEyes Black Dragon plus Meteor Drake. Requirement can be used if Meteor Flare Fusion is in your graveyard by sending the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects until the end of the opponent's next turn. If there are 2 or more Meteor Flare Fusions in your graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Okay, so you might be thinking, why would I want to Swarm Dragon just to bring out a Meteor Dragon? That makes 0 sense. Why would I want to do that? Because you want to use Meteor Flare Fusion. This deck cares about you using Meteor Flare Fusion. It has ways to get it back, but it also wants you to throw them into the graveyard as well. So don't be afraid of going into something like Meteor Swarm Dragon just for 2600 attack points, because just being able to throw Meteor Flare Fusion in the graveyard is worthwhile. Next, we have our big card, Meteor Black Mars Dragon, level 8 Fire Dragon Fusion effect monster, 3500 attack, 2000 defense, just the same as Meteor Black Dragon in terms of stats and level. And also materials as well, because it's Red Eyes Black Dragon plus Meteor Dragon. A requirement for the effect is, can be used if Meteor Dragon is in your graveyard, which it should be. It's one of the materials, but its effect is by sending top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 200 attack times the number of monsters in your graveyard, and its attacks pierce until the end of the turn. So this becomes a gigantic monster, absolutely huge, and it inflicts piercing, which you'll be able to do thanks to the new Alligator's Black Knight, which will be able to put a level 8 or lower monster to defense position. This is what I was talking about when I said this effect will come through later on. Put a monster in defense mode and smash into it with your Meteor Black Mars Dragon, which is going to completely inflict major damage to your opponent. Next, we're going to go on to Meteor Flare Fusion. Normal spell card, requirement is none. Effect fusion summoned by sending 2 monsters from your hand or field to the graveyard, including Red Eyes Black Dragon, Summon Skull, or Meteor Dragon. If you special summon a non-effect monster with this effect, then you could choose one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So essentially, if you go into regular Meteor Black Dragon, you're going to be able to destroy a card. Also, you get to fuse from the hand, which is why the Moon Dragon is so important, because it is Red Eyes in the hand. Again, you have to make a fusion that's using at least Red Eyes Black Dragon, at least Meteor Dragon, or at least Summon Skull, which is making me think we're going to be getting Black Skull Dragon, because why would this effect be in there? Considering the promo card we got, considering the Moon Dragon, and now this card mentioning Summon Skull, we're going to be seeing Black Skull Dragon in the future, that's for sure. Next, we have Meteorite Dragon Nails, which, as you can guess, is just a play on the equip spell card Dragon Nails. But what does this card actually do? Requirement equipped to 1 face-up Earth, Fire, or Dark Dragon monster you control. The equipped monster gains 300 attack. If the equipped monster is a fusion monster that is not an effect monster, it also gains 700 attack, and that monster can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So again, there is reason to go to Meteor Black Dragon. Black Mars is clearly the better card, but there are cards that are going to make original Meteor Black Dragon very, very important. Lastly, we have Meteor Fall. Can be used if there are 3 or more dragon monsters in your graveyard. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, the attacking monster loses 1000 attack until the end of the turn. Then you can choose 1 Meteor Flare Fusion in your graveyard, set it in your spell track card zone. So again, feel free to use your fusion cards, because you're going to be able to get them back. And remember, some cards want them in the graveyard anyway, so if you want to be able to trigger those effects, get it in the graveyard. You know you can recover it later. And with that said, this is the 10 new Red Eyes Black Dragon support. This card is now going to be officially a deck. The problem is, Meteor Black Dragon is very important for the deck, and we need a reprint. I mean, it only came on the Overrush rare set, and that's a pretty hard set to get by today's standards. And I don't even think I pulled one. I gotta check. I don't think I even pulled a Meteor Black Dragon. Not even like the Overrush rarity. Is it only Overrush rarity? If it is only Overrush rarity, it definitely needs a reprint. It might have come out as a regular super as well. I'm not too sure, and I'm not going to check right now. You'll let me know in the comments section. But yeah, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. I know Red Eyes Black Dragon has had a reprint already, but the reprint was again in the Overrush pack, and it's always a high rarity. It needs that Summon Skull, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes Dragon treatment, where it's incredibly easy to get, because these cards need them. Now, it's a little bit worrying to me, because remember, Gaia also needs original Gaia and Cursed Dragon, and they only reprinted the Gaia once in the Gakuto deck, and that's pretty hard to get, and we never got it again. Cursed Dragon, I don't even think got even a single reprint, so let's hope that they're going to be nice to us, and we're going to somehow be able to see Meteor Dragon, Meteor Black Dragon, and especially Red Eyes Black Dragon again in some easy to get form. I hope so, because if not, I'm going to have to buy one. Good thing is, if you have to buy your Red Eyes single, they're not that much money anymore, and you only need one. Same thing with Meteor Black Dragon, not too expensive, and Meteor Dragons are just commons, but it'll be really nice if they actually, you know, helped us out a little bit and, you know, kind of just gave us those pretty hard to get cards, you know, for now. And what are we in, October 2023? You know, it's pretty hard to get those cards now. I mean, if you can find yourself a box of Overrush and get lucky enough to pull the Red Eyes, the Meteor Dragon, and the Meteor Black Dragon, then good on you. But I know I'm still missing at least 2 of those cards. But let me know what you guys think about these cards. Let me know what you guys think about the potential of maybe even Black Skull Dragon. I think it's pretty much written here. We're getting Black Skull Dragon or Rush Duel variant. We are getting a Summon Skull RedEyes fusion in some way, shape, or form. That's what I'm seeing here. Overall, the deck is coming together really nicely as well. A lot of support. It kind of feels different than other fusion decks, as in it really relies on a specific fusion spell, and it wants that fusion spell in the graveyard to trigger effects, and it also wants to be able to get it back so that you can make more fusions later on. Absolutely loving the way that the deck is synergizing also around Meteor Dragon, making it kind of your second focal point of the entire deck as well. But again, that's all I got for you guys now. And that was a lot of cards. 10 brand new cards. My goodness, lucky I'm not covering the OCG stuff because I do want to go over that Raid Raptor stuff. There's a rank 13 Raid Raptor, people, my goodness. And I love Kurosagi Shun, so I kind of want to go over that card a little bit as well. But I had to do this. You need somebody to bring you that Rush Duel news, and here you go, people. That's all I got for you guys. You know how it is. I want to see you guys in that comment section. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you enjoyed the content. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to get there by the end of the year, and only thanks to you guys I can make this possible. I'm gonna try to get you guys some more Rush Duel news whenever some more drops, and I know I avoid some. I don't go through all the news, but RedEyes deserved it, and I know you guys agree with me. RedEyes totally deserves its own video. Till next time, people, peace out.